Cabo, uh, welcome. Agbato, blessing of long life. Adupoi Ori Egun, we thank the ancestors for their wisdom. Ogunda Ika, this verse doesn't require a lot of interpretation. It's essentially a negate Oriki to accomplish a thing. In this case, reading the entire verse in Yoruba is an invocation to Ogun and the mothers to protect the person, their family, and their community. The barn is torn in the legs and is wretched on top, cast divination for a big-time farmer, the one coming from the farm to eat poison and they're grazing it. But when this particular thief comes to steal, he would go to the grain store. He would then steal just enough to offset his debts. The wives of the farmer would start to curse the thief who stole the maize. They would shout around, "They had taken our grain store. Leave him alone. Let him go." The farmer would say, "Do not bother yourselves. He had taken only the quantity he desires. Leave him alone. There is still more in the barn. Let him go." He did not curse the thief. The second year, the thief came visiting again, stole some quantities of grains. The wives of the farmers curses against him. "Leave him alone." He did not curse nor abuse the thief. "Is the grain not in there again?" he would ask. The third year, when the thief was stealing, as soon as he entered the barn, just then the wife of the farmer was serving her husband food. Just then the farmer was returning from the farm. The thief, he hid himself in the barn, covering his body with maize grain. The junior wife placed the food at the usual place. Since she was the one charged with the responsibility, the barn was situated just outside the entrance. But the construction of the passage lounge where the food would be placed appeared to the thief as if it was a stage. The barn was torn at one side, providing an opening for sight. As the junior wife placed the food and left, the senior wife sprinkled some harmful substances onto it. The thief, who was ever watching the scene from inside the barn, as soon as the husband entered, they were greeting him, asking him to come to the table for his food. The husband unknowingly sat with the food. He would savor the taste. As the farmer thrust his food into food, the thief reasoned fast in the barn. "If I keep quiet and say nothing, it is because he is alive that gives me the opportunity of stealing the grains. I'm here to steal the grains again this year. If I don't leak this secret to the farmer, would I not become guilty before God?" In a loud voice, the thief shouted, "Halt! Just hang your head. Just hang your hand. Do not eat the food. Call out your wives," the thief said as they came from the barn, the elderly one. So this is actually speaking of protection from a very specific type of conflict, where the husband is being more lenient than the wives. Let's say the wives are taking direct action with Iami. The thief tries to exploit that difference of opinion for his own value, and then has a change of heart and warns the farmer that the poison that was put out for him, he was about to eat it, and so he essentially confesses to his sins. So this is a kind of invocation that's used frequently to reveal a communal conflict where there's differences of opinions on how to deal with the subject. And when I say it's an ariki for protection, it's a riki so that will manifest the easy admission of guilt, leading to the easy resolution of the problem. Irayash Eto.